What's your name?
My name's Aileen.
Aileen?
Yep.
And I'm guessing you're from Ireland?
I am. I'm from Derry.
Oh, you're from Derry, up from the north of the country. OK. And do you live there or here?
Study here. I live over there.
Oh, right. What are you studying?
Costume design. Costume interpretation.
OK. There will be subtitles on Friday. Right now, only I can understand it. Anybody else can understand it too, but yeah, but
okay.
I know. Yeah,
I can't.
No. So far, you're not missing anything.
I've never heard of costume interpretation before.
It's like costume design, isn't it?
Except fancier.
Fancy? It's fancier, Frank. Oh yeah. Yeah.
All the lever.
OK, off you go.
Right. So lead up to Christmas, I was back home. And how did you...
Exact face. Did you get any of it? Christmas.
Something about Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. That's the only good detail so far. Just pick out words, you'll follow the story. Say, blah, 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 Christmas,
right.
blah, 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 home.
Gone into the shop and I had to get milk and bread. So I literally was really stressed. So I was like, run out, get the groceries, let's go. Told my boyfriend to do a lap and just pick me up, no need to park the car. So, as planned, I came out, you know, perfect timing. Silver people carrier just casually drifts by, casual speed. So without hesitation, I sprint across with my groceries, jump in the back of the car, screaming, and thump in the back of the chair, shouting, go, 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 go! But taking in mind it was Christmas and I had like a scarf up here and a hat. I thought, which was my boyfriend, turned out to be this middle-aged, like 60-year-old woman. Screaming, Jesus! And pushed her foot on the accelerator and then pushed her on the lamppost.
Sorry. You walk. Well done. Very good. Going to give us some tips, I would say. Some tips on boxing. We've got a very, very, very high-tech piece of equipment over here. So if you'd like to come with me, it's over here. We've been playing with this all afternoon. I love this thing. OK, so I'll just turn it on. Hang on. It's on. It's on. Now, ooh. OK, there we go. So I hit that.
Yeah.
OK, so... Ooh. It didn't talk...
Come on.
It didn't talk this afternoon. What's happened to it? Shut up!
Just hit it.
So it's all oh, no, you're serious? He's really going for it. OK. Now, do you have any tips? Do you have any tips?
Because you're in high heels.
Should I take them off?
No, not chill. I think.
OK.
We're taking this very seriously, ladies and gentlemen.
He's talking to me.
I think no run-ups. If you want to take them off, whatever you feel
I wasn't even thinking about run-ups. So Rachel, go for it. No, don't take your shoes off.
I'll just hit like a girl in these.
Go on, Rachel.
Yeah, don't you think?
Love, so competitive.
I like that.
Wow. Oh.
She's down.
She's down. She slipped. Do you want to go first, Rachel, or you want to go...
Oh, I don't mind. I just feel like I could hit something
OK, you
out.
seem keen. Go on, then. Any other advice?
Are you left or right-handed?
Right.
Right, so you know, right leg back, so you really get the whole...
Right leg back.
OK.
And the aim is just to hit it so it goes away.
You go into that. You go boom, and it goes back up.
OK.
OK.
Go, Graham.
Honestly, mine was so bad. So let's see what Rachel gets, and then I'll decide if I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
you get a score.
Okay.
You get a score. You get a score.
Left leg forward.
Yeah.
Are you in range, though? Are you in range?
Oh, I don't know. Shall I find out? Is that...
Come forward a bit, come forward a bit. Because you want to...
range?
Remember, your aim is to punch through the bag.
Through, so I want to go like that.
Yes, I like that.
And just hit it in the middle.
Come on.
Oh! What do we get? Who's going next? Gonna go next? Okay, here we go. Okay, we have 182. 182 to beat. 182 to beat. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Loving it. There's a terrible thing where you don't care and then you do.
Yeah, I know. Can't I just have a stare down with him? And it's who laughs first, loses. Right. Okay.
Oh! Oh, look! Oh, my God! Oh, look! Oh! Wow! Right.
Blimey! 594.
Okay. It's 594. Oh, no. It's 594 to beat. 594 to beat. Here we go. Anthony Joshua.
Are you on?
Oh, no,
Are you on?
No, I'm so not. Okay. Go. Oh, no, I've got to do this. Here we go. Oh, look, I'm still going. Okay, there you go. Okay. Now, what was yours? Eight?
I think it was 3,000.
No, it's 672, was it? What?
672.
632. So if you don't beat that, you've lost the title.
Beat me, I mean, look at this.
Okay, here we go. This
Same
is
technique as you.
the world champion. Oh! Well done! 8 because the last time you guys were on the show together, and Anthony and Greg, they did a boxing challenge, and in a bit of a shock result, Anthony won.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that the heavyweight champion of the world would beat a biscuit-eating comedian? He should have both his arms tied behind his back.
Now, so this time, we've got another challenge. The last time it was, you know those boxing things and you hit the boxing thing? So that's what we did the last time. This time, we've gone for one of those funfair test of strength machines. Okay, so if you'd like to bring in the machine, here it is. Come down now to our test of strength. Now, the two of you are going to stand in front. You're going to have a bit of a face-off in front of it.
Okay.
Okay, we're taking this seriously. We're taking it seriously. And it is of strength, but I believe technique plays a huge part in this.
How tall are you?
So, oh, look! Oh! We're taller. Now, okay, and now...
Maybe I'll be turning up.
To get us in the mood, Ken Branagh's going to give us just a little bit of form before we do this. Okay, you do your face-off, Come on. Okay, off you go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on the left, they call him the Postman because he always delivers. It's the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua! And on the right, they call him...
How's he looking at?
They call him the Courier.
The courier.
Because he sometimes delivers. Unless he gets stuck in traffic. Yes, it is Greg Mountain David!
Here we go. So, AJ, you go first. Oh, that's not as heavy. I thought that was going to be heavier. Okay. Okay, you go first. Mind the cameras. Here we go. It's not golf. Whoa!
Oh, dear.
You go now.
He missed it.
I know, I saw that.
So really, it doesn't matter how hard I hit, is it?
Well, you might miss it as well.
Like that.
Go, try, go on. Hit the bell. bell, hit the bell, hit the bell. Go on, go on, go on.
Go on.
All right, here we go, here we go.
The courier.
You want to go? Go on, Judy. Have a go, have a go, have a go. Go on.
Come on.
Walk this way. Walk this way. Grab a hand.
Yes.
Grab a hand.
Oh, wait, careful. No, there's more. Go this way. Go this way.
Yes. Walk this way. Walk this way.
This way.
Okay, here we go. Anthony, why don't you help Judy?
Yes.
You help Judy.
I don't think...
Actually, no, maybe Greg should help you. Yeah.
You can help it. Yeah, great.
Okay, here we go, here we go.
What are you
Here we
doing tonight? Just handing a hammer to Dame Judy Dench?
go. Come on.
Left-handed or right-handed?
Judy Dench for the bell. Judy Dench for the bell.
Very heavy.
Are you left-handed or
No,
right-handed?
I would stand very close.
Are we in?
I'd say you're about there.
Yeah,
About
okay.
there. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Ready?
Are we right?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes! Oh! Beautifully done. Hey, it was better than him. Well done, everybody. Well done. Look at you. Who knew?
Don't worry
Who
about
could have predicted that?
Don't worry about it.
April the 13th's been cancelled.
A couple more weeks.
So the venue's still on.
What do you reckon?
But actually, talking about starting out, Amelia, obviously your mother loves you because you're her daughter,
Yeah.
but she is actually a sort of a fan as well.
No, it's not quite that. It's, no, she is. Oh, goodness, right.
Yeah.
So, one day my mum came to set on the Star Wars set, and I was getting this thing called cyberscanned, which is where you stand in this kind of loads of cameras and they kind of take your form and put you into a computer and make a toy or some sort of merchandise or your face on a cushion. And so I go off and do this, and I come back, and Mum's like, "I've made a great friend." And I'm like, "Brilliant, it's lovely, excellent." And she's like, "It's the merchandise, director of all of Star Wars or something." And I'm like, "Wow, that's very impressive." And then, before I know it, what comes in the post is loads of cushions with my face on it. So my own mum she gets to see it a fair amount, but apparently it's not enough. So I was kind of blown away at how much merchandise there is.
Yes,
It's
but
really...
also...
And it's
but
not
also-
even... I mean, it's just the beginning. It was like the pre-merchandise. Not even the real stuff is out yet. And my mum has all of it. But doesn't know about the doll yet, so
But
we'll
also, this is so weird. I don't know, is this in your flat or her house, this room?
Right, OK, so basically, she thought it'd be really funny if I came home and it was everywhere in my room.
OK, so this is Amelia's actual bedroom.
Well, let me just clarify. This is like a joke, and then, oh my goodness, and we found the photo, but it's not like that now. There is another reason why I'm single.
You took a first date back to that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Come on in. I just did this little thing once. I don't have a CV, I just have a bedroom.
But this is cool, though. So your mother, a big fan,
Yeah.
but Brad Pitt, also a very big fan.
That was the best night of my life.
Yes.
Literally.
Tell the story quickly. Tell the story quickly.
Is there an Amelia duvet situation?
Yeah, there's a duvet.
We're all ears.
Sheets, slippers. There was this auction thing that happened, and they called me and said, "Would do you want to auction something off, like maybe sort of an experience watching the show with you or something?" And I was like, "OK, it's lovely, it's great for charity.
Yeah.
It'll be for some, something.
Yeah.
And it'll be fine." Anyway, so I get there, and it's basically
thing.
it'll be a good
Yeah.
thing. I get there and it's basically like this. It's basically it's the Oscars. Like there's so many celebrities in this room, and I suddenly remember that I said that I would auction something off, and so the fear grows. So I was petrified, absolutely petrified. And then the person whose table I was on is a friend, and he was being very kind and kind of put the paddle up, and I was like, "Thanks very much. That's very sweet. That'll be that." And then someone else's paddle went up across the other side of the room, and I didn't really know. And then suddenly it was sort of becoming a bit of money, and I was kind of thinking, "Oh, this is absolutely mental." And someone went, "It's Brad Pitt," and I was like, "Lol, sure." Yeah, exactly. And I look over to the room, and he's Got his paddle up.
Brad's paddle.
Brad's paddle.
Was the paddle involved in the experience?
No, not quite. Well, it didn't work out because the person who was my friend, I think it was probably all set up. The person who was my friend ended up, you know, doing the highest bid. But
Boo!
But yeah, I just kind of looked over with just the most insane emoji heart eyes, being like, "This is just the greatest moment of my life."
Chris, it's quite nice that we sat beside Dawn because then it's like being at home sitting on the sofa
with the hair and everything. I mean,
it is the same because yes.
Well, I think I had the hair first. I have to say, I'm quite a lot older than his Dawn.
Dawn O'Porter, your wife.
Yes.
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 Oh, that's her there now.
Yeah.
It is the same hair.
No, look at us. Quite similar.
It is very similar.
This is what you're going to be looking at in another 20 years' time.
Oh.
This is it.
I'll be on wife 3 by then.
She feels so special.
But Dawn might move on because other Dawn.
Yeah.
Because she likes meeting men. It seems, even in your presence, Chris.
No. Oh, yeah, she does.
She does?
She does. Well, like anybody would. We've had a couple of things where, So, we met Brad Pitt, right?
See?
At the BAFTAs, I think it was. He came over and he was... we were having a chat about something or other. And he was very nice. And I introduced him to Dawn, and they shook hands. And then we kind of kept on talking. And then he started talking to somebody else or whatever. And then after a while, I looked down and I realised that she was still holding 2 of his fingers. And I was like, we better go to our seats. And she's like, OK. And she said, 41 seconds. I said, what? That's how long I held him for. And then a couple of weeks after that, we went for some other kind of awards dinner, and Bradley Cooper was there. Very nice guy, very kind of personable. Yeah, it's a Who. That's how attractive he is. And we were leaving, and she was getting her phone out of her bag, and I noticed something sparkling in it. And I realised that she had stolen his fork. Now, she said that she was going to auction it for charity or something. But every now and again at home, I see her eating with it. It's hard to feel like a sex symbol when your wife is using another man's cutlery.
So she only managed, with Brad Pitt, she only managed to hold on to his fingers, though, did she?
That's right.
So hands up, everybody here who's actually been kissed on the lips by Brad Pitt.
Whoa.
I was just in a dream.
Now, the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, it's a lovely hotel. Not all hotel experiences are as good. Now, we do have some first-hand knowledge of this because... Sharon Horgan, where were you a chambermaid?
I was a chambermaid in, I think it was the Imperial Hotel or something that sounds like that. It was years ago. It was my first job after leaving school. And so I spent a summer making beds and scrubbing human excrement out of toilet bowls.
That's it, well, at least it was out of toilet bowls.
Because it's...
We all held our breath there.
But it's weird because I don't think there was a single toilet bowl that wasn't kind of decorated. And I figure out it's because when people go on holiday, they're just like, I deserve to not clean my own crap out of my toilet bowl. I'm just going to let someone else do it.
Is that what holiday says to you?
Yeah, I could use a holiday.
But you know...
I'm on holiday. And you know what that means.
I may not use the bowl.
I mean, I'll get near it.
I'm not an animal.
You know the way you sometimes don't bother picking your knickers off the ground if you're in a hotel because you think someone's going to come along and pick up my knickers and...
This from the woman who did the picking up.
But, you know, it was exciting. I always thought that, you know, I might meet someone, you know, in a sort of chambermaidy, maybe an attractive man.
Oh.
Might, you know, I'm sure...
You saw that movie with J-Lo, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because, Dame Judi Dench, you have quite exacting... Well, not exacting, but you're very specific. You are very regular with your hotel habits.
Regular.
I'm not referring to... She's on holiday. No. No. Don't you, when you're in London, don't you always stay in the same room?
I do. Well, no, not the same room, the same hotel.
But this is where you've got your own dressing gown.
They have given me a dressing gown, which had JD on it, which I was very, very proud of. But then I had a kind of sneaky feeling that maybe if Johnny Depp stayed there, he got... Now, they've changed.
Or the guy from JD Sports.
Yes.
You know, there are lots of people. But now they put DJD on it. It's heaven.
Two right now, it's yours.
Yes, now pick the bones out of that.
Well, here's the thing. Thanks to the World Wide Web, anyone can now review a hotel, right? So we've come across, these are actual online reviews of actual experiences people had in hotels. So, here's the first one. I got to the hotel to check in, and on my way to the elevator, I slid right into a pile of diarrhea that was located near the elevator. It got on my knees and my arm, as well as my luggage. The hotel staff did not help me in any shape or form and told me to watch where I was going, and it was my fault. How is it my fault there is poop on the floor in the first place? My room was horrible and smelled like poop as well. I was disgusted. Never again. Now, what I like about this is, one of two people found that review helpful. Other person, no, that's not helpful.
He still gave it 1 star.
Yeah, I know. I think, having looked at these, I think 1's the minimum. You can't do a no star. What's up next? Please take notice that this review, me and my husband and 2 kids went to these apartments for a week, and I must say, never again. We arrived at 5 a.m. and were introduced by a member of staff, Ismet. As he took our passports, we sat down, and my daughter, 13, saw 2 people on the sofa next to the bar making love whilst being videoed by the chef. Why did it work?
They weren't doing a good job of making love.
What they call making love. Yeah. But I like that service still got 2 stars. And location was excellent. Next up. Do not stay in this absolute dump hotel. And I use the term hotel very loosely. I cannot convey strongly enough how disgusting this place is. Blood-stained headboards that have clearly been up since World War, the first one. Rude staff. Windows that won't close, no hot water, broken furniture, dirty utensils, broken light fittings, and actual poo in the kettle. Now that's a holiday. That's your I am so on holiday. Very good. Let's see the next one. I wish we hadn't gone. Oh, now, this is a weird one. I don't know whether it's an actual spelling mistake or whether it's autocorrect, but it makes the review very confusing indeed. I wish we hadn't gone. The meal was ruined by midgets everywhere. And we were sitting inside. We even moved tables nearer the back wall. But we were either followed by them, or they were at that table till we woke up following morning covered in bites and very itchy. Terrible.
That's the hotel in Disneyland, though.
They're all over the place. Get off! Do we have another one? This is... Well, anyway. We were given the keys to the wrong room and walked into the room to find a naked African gentleman washing his genitals in the sink. Dev, are you whispering all of this to Dave? You're actually in your ear going, washing his genitals.
Oh, my gosh.
When Daffodil writes a book, this is in it. And then I said to Dame Judi Dench, washing his genitals. Next one. This is the final one. This is nice. I like this person. This person is just a sensible person. They've been around the block, because all the reviews are bad. This is just someone who kind of understands the world and sees the positive. For the price I paid to stay on New York's Upper West Side, I was surprised it wasn't worse. The room smelled like armpits and years of filth, but there weren't any creepy crawlies, and I found the staff to be most gracious and helpful. I could have done without the blood-stained mattress and the actual chunk of poop on my bedspread, but I didn't expect the Hilton. Overall, in a pinch, I would stay there again. I like this. This is how good it was. They were quite happy to give me new bedspreads when I reported the poop. Anyway, very good. I've just got time to go for the visit to the big red chair. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. What's your name?
James.
James. Lovely, James. And what do you do?
I'm a civil servant.
A civil servant. Lovely. In London here?
Yes, in London.
And are you from the London area?
No, I live in London, but I'm originally from Suffolk.
Oh.
Yeah, mate.
It's a Suffolk massive. Is he mentioned in the song?
Probably, yeah. What school did you go to?
So, I went to Brandeston.
Oh, sweet, yeah. I went to primary school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did we know each other?
Yeah.
Did we?
Have a look.
I'm not wearing my glasses.
What did you say, James?
Hello, yeah.
James.
Yes.
Me?
That's the one.
What the fuck?
Do you know
He was
him?
my best mate growing up.
You're kidding! And now you're talking to him on a monitor.
I'm not wearing my specs, and he's like,
oh my God!
Hell, can we not flip him and just get him out here? And
Yeah.
put him on the couch?
Do you have a story, or do you...
Well, yeah, I did, but it's up to
Please
you.
let it be about Ed.
It is about Ed.
All right.
Okay, tell your story, then we'll flip you, and then...
I'm gonna sit with you.
Okay, tell the story.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, as Ed was
This
saying...
is so random, mate.
I know, it's really weird. Yeah, when we were younger, Ed used to come round to my house, and yeah, like you're saying, we used to be quite good mates. And I remember one time he was coming around for tea, and I'd forgotten to tell Mum who was a vegetarian, at that point anyway. And so Mum cooked, I think, sausage and mash for tea. And Ed said, you know, after the meal, these are the best sausages I've ever tasted. You know, where did you get them from? And Mum had to lie because she had no clue. And so, yeah, 16 years later, I'm really sorry.
First time I ever had meat, and also the first time I ever watched a Simpsons episode was around your house as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Okay, well done. We're going to flip you now, and then we can be reunited backstage. Okay.
But no, put him on the couch.
Okay. There he goes. Bring him on. Who wants to meet him? I feel like Cilla Black on Surprise, Surprise. There he is. Come on.
Were you just here randomly?
I know some guy you know.
Have a seat, do. Sit down.
So many regrets about telling you guys about this story.
I remember sitting next to Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I remember talking to her before the show, and she said, "So I'm going to tell the story." And I don't know if this is because I'm just worried about, you know, I don't know what people will think of me because it's quite. Is this a bad story? And she sort of told me what the story was, and I thought this is a great story. It's a perfect Graham Norton show tale.
Backstage, there are some japes with actors, you know.
Sure.
You know. Yeah. That keep the other actors kind of entertained when it's a really long run. And I'm really sorry, Mum, that I'm telling this story. And there was one, I was doing Hay Fever, and it was a 3-month run, and there was one moment, on the stage where I was off stage with this other actor, Sam, and one of the other actors, one of the characters played by Freddie Fox, would storm across the stage, open this door, and we'd be standing behind the door, you know, masked from the audience, and he had to go, and then he'd slam the door and run back onto the stage. And so we always used to do something kind of quirky behind the door to make him laugh. And every night, and we started off by doing a little, like, ooh, like, we're kissing, or like, oh, we put a funny hat on Sam. But it was 3 months long, this run, and we had to up the game every night. Every single night. And so we started getting the stage management involved, and there were massive, like, hot dog costumes, and, like, we brought people from outside to come in. So every time Freddie would open the door, he'd be, like, really excited, and he'd be like, and then we'd be like, and then we had to change really quickly and then run onto stage, and the other cast members could see it. And it was building and building, and we were running out of ideas, and there was, like, a week left, and we were exhausting ourselves. And then suddenly it was getting to the last night, and we were like, we have to have a big finish. Like, what are we going to do for Freddie? And neither of us could think of anything. And suddenly we did the matinee, and we'd done this kind of wild, kind of like spangly, glittery thing. And then on the final performance, we had nothing. And we were like, we have to do something. We have to do something. We could hear Freddie coming across the stage, and we were like, we haven't thought of anything. Sam just said, just. I know, I've got it. Look, just show them your asshole. I was like, what? That's awful. He was like, it's brilliant. The stage management around me going, perfect. Your actual asshole. Do that. And I was like, really? And they're like turning me around. I was like, is this going to be good? And they were like, yeah. I had this huge pink skirt on. No, it's a horrendous story. And I had this huge pink skirt on, and everyone was like, it's gonna be great. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be, oh my God, what's happening? And I was leaning down, and then Freddie was running along, and I was like bent over with the stage management, like, and then he opened the door, and Freddie just went, oh. I was standing there like, oh God, everything's gone quiet. And then I turned around and I saw like the glitterati of the London stage, like Olivia Colman, Lindsay Duncan, Kevin McNally, all going, yeah, too far.
Emma, for you, what is the hold that the Spice Girls have over you? Is this real?
Yes, it's real. And I just feel like I've been talking more about the Spice Girls on this press tour than I have about the movie.
That's because you wept. You wept in Australia.
I know, I wept.
Did you really weep?
I really did.
But now, which one was talking to you?
Mel B.
And was she really talking to you, or was it a message?
No, it was a video message on an iPad.
And that made you cry?
Yes.
Were you jet-lagged?
Yes. But I also, you don't, you do understand, because we're in the UK.
Yeah.
I was a fiend. I was obsessed with the Spice Girls. And they taught me about girl power. And I love them. I think they're fantastic. And
What's the song?
There's so many, Jamie. There's so many.
Powers of the world.
Spice up your life.
Every boy and every girl.
Spice up your life.
Hey!
There's so many, and they're so fantastic. And today on the radio, Mel C talked to me over Skype.
Oh, wow.
So it's really very exciting.
OK, now, who would you say is your favourite Spice Girl?
Emma Bunton, Baby Spice.
She's your favourite?
She's my favourite.
Who's next?
Don't do that.
Just a question.
All of the other four.
So, Emma Bunton.
Well, Emma Bunton was the one that I had blonde hair and bangs, and my name obviously is now Emma. My name was Emily, but it was taken when I became an actor. And so now it's Emma. And yeah, I love...
So get me this. So one gave you a video message and one talked to you on Skype.
Yes.
But you're telling me you've never met a Spice Girl?
Are you going to do something right
Have
now?
you never met a Spice Girl?
Are you going to do something really?
Have you never met a Spice Girl?
Wait, hold on. I have to mentally prepare myself.
Have you never met a Spice Girl?
Not in the flesh.
Okay. Now, as you know, Emma, it is very rare. It is very rare for more than one Spice Girl to appear together for any reason at all. So, they're not here. Can any of you explain this tweet that was sent to the show? I hope you lot are happy with yourselves. Been looking forward to this. This is Thomas. So which of you knows Thomas? You. So what's your name?
I'm Jessica.
Jessica. And why is Thomas upset with us?
Thomas is upset because I've postponed a date for the second time so I could come and be here and meet Guy. I'm getting the blame for everything.
Is he your boyfriend?
No, we have not been on a date yet. Because
So you put him up... What did you put him off for the first time?
My sister, and this time Kylie.
OK, you know that book, Not That Into You?
But are you into him? You don't know?
Well, clearly not that into him. She's fobbed him off twice.
Can I suggest you take him out tomorrow night when this is on?
Let's make this week's visit to the red chair just before we go. Hello, who's there? Hello, sir.
Hello.
What's your name?
Thomas.
OK, and where are you from?
I'm from Durham.
Durham? All right, but you live here now?
Yes.
OK, very good. Off you go with your story, Thomas.
So I asked a girl out a couple of weeks ago, and she said yes, which was great, because she's quite hot, and I really enjoyed going out there. But she cancelled on me once, and then we rescheduled for tonight. And she cancelled on me again, so she could come here and watch Kylie Minogue. So, if I had no plans tonight, I thought I'd come down and see if she wanted to rearrange for next week.
Well, can I just say, Thomas, you're very keen, because she has given you no indication that she is. Oh, dear. Well, I guess he didn't... Look, the good thing is he didn't make other plans. That's good.
Yeah.
OK, so this is your decision now. This is you sending a message to him. So, Jessica, are we going to flip Thomas, or are we going to let Thomas walk?
This is... Oh, OK.
Please get Kylie to...
Kylie, please, will you lever him off the red chair?
Oh, no! That's the worst ever! Oh, let's just end it. Let's just end it. Let's just end it. Wow, literally dumped. They never even went on a date and he got dumped.
Oh, he's going to be having nightmares the rest of his life. With
he's really in shock.
Can you leave him off?
Jessica, what were you thinking?
They finally came up with a good with the story. I read it and I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great. And as I read it, I read about the character that Ryan.
It's Ryan.
Came to play, and I said, and with great enthusiasm, I called up the producers and I said, "This is great. I can't wait to get blah blah blah." And what a great part! Why don't we see if we can get Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, I don't know how to."
Gosling?
Gosling. Brian.
Yes. Good. You guys got
Ryan.
You got that on tape?
Ryan Gosling. And I said, "Why don't? This is a great part for Ryan Gosling." And they said, "We've been talking to him for months." Now wait a second. They'd only been talking to me for weeks.
So, Springer Sprung, we're thinking of going abroad. And eating in restaurants abroad is, fraught with danger, ladies and gentlemen. Because we found a selection of poor and sometimes, frankly, just essentially lazy translations into English on foreign menus.
Oh,
okay.
fantastic.
So imagine we're all in a restaurant together.
Yeah.
And I turned to Stanley, I said, "What are you going to get?" And Stanley might reply, "Well, I'm going to get the sausage and the father-in-law." What could that possibly be?
I don't know, but the images it conjures up.
It must be some sort of toad in the hole, must it?
Yes.
It's getting worse.
It must.
Yeah.
This is I mean, really. I mean, I don't think anybody.
Specific relative, isn't it?
Yeah.
Father-in-law, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone wants this German-type sexual harassment. But I don't think you can go wrong with a nice plate of hand-shredded ass meat.
Oh, dear.
Oh, everyone's favourite. Do you want some more? Just another handful. What do we have next?
What wine
Now, this
goes
is...
with that? Stanley, you'd know. What wine goes with that?
I'm doing a wine pairing menu. Yeah. Oh, this is a special brunch for the weekend. I might have the fresh salad followed by a variety of opinions. I like that. It's lovely. I like it. You could almost imagine that on a menu.
Yeah. Under a magic cost, though.
That's like Parliament. Is that what they serve in Parliament?
But then sometimes people are just a bit lazy. So this one, there's bigger menu. There's some smoked cow feet, and then there's just cow something. I looked it up. There wasn't there. Just cow something. I don't know. It's just it's beef, innit? Just have it. But that person took a bit of trouble. This next person couldn't be bothered at all. Item number 2 on the menu. Whatever. It's food, innit? It's food. Have it. It's only your dinner. You'll eat again. It's whatever. We move on to dessert now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all have a bowl of nuts with scum. bit scum as well. And if you really want to push the boat out, why not have some chocolate puke?
Everything food would be this.
Fucking fantastic. And finally, is there anyone who doesn't like sweet tight pussy? Well done, all the badly translated food. Very good. Okay. This is weird, and don't answer this question if you don't want to, Patrick. But I don't know why you brought this up, but I did hear you discuss that you had an extraordinary disagreement with your wife about yourself. Do you know what I'm talking about?
By myself, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. Listen, do you know this story?
I do not know
Listen
this
with
story.
interest.
One night, as you do, we were talking about stuff, and I just happened to mention, and of course, being circumcised, I said...
They were chatting, they're married. They're married, they're allowed.
And she said, you're not circumcised. I said, what do you mean? You've only known me all my life. I remember my mother telling me. Why? Because it was fashionable at the time. She said, you're not circumcised. I said, that's ridiculous. I should know if I'm circumcised. Of course I am. End of conversation. But the next day, I happened to be seeing my doctor. Are you okay? I was seeing my doctor for my annual physical.
Of course.
So, while he was down there, I said, excuse me, oh, by the way, Irv, my wife and I had a little disagreement. I am circumcised, aren't I? Because she says I'm not. And he goes, not. I said, no, it's not possible. So he looked down again and he said, hey, I'm Jewish. I know the difference.
That is a bizarre story.
Too much. I have grandchildren.
You're going to have to change your Facebook status now.
Yes. No more beef stew.
Well, there's more beef stew. Why haven't we seen more of you two together?
It's a pairing.
It really is. It's a match made in heaven. Oh, dear. Now, Jackie Chan.
Yes?
Jackie Chan.
Yes. What?
I haven't done that once. I'm very simple. I'm sitting on my hands. I'm going, Jackie Chan. I'm not doing it. Because is it true that everyone just goes, Jackie Chan?
Yeah, I really hate that, you know.
I'm trying.
Whenever I go, you know, in Europe, in America, especially the father with children, look, Jackie Chan. Why nobody see Robert De Niro? Oh, that's a Robert De Niro. Wow. Dustin Hoffman, Jackie Chan. One day, I hope people, wow, that's a Jackie Chan.
Yes, there's Jackie Chan. I'm trying to restrain myself. You just come from the Cannes Film Festival?
Yeah, Cannes Film Festival.
Do you enjoy things like that? Are they fun, or is it...
Just like business.
The whole thing about those big events, they call them, you know, particularly in Cannes, those red carpet things. And do you enjoy them? Do you like doing them?
No, I can't do any of that. I really can't.
Well, I've seen you.
I did go. Well, have you on a red carpet? I don't think so.
No.
Have you?
I've seen you show up at things.
Not much, to be honest.
But you've done posh things. You've mixed with royal. You met the Queen, haven't you?
I have met the Queen. Yes, I have met the Queen at I think it was one of those receptions for people in the arts. You should have been there, Graham.
Funny, I wasn't.
You were overlooked.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, because we got you with your dirty potty mouth. Yeah, you know what I was amazed at with the Queen? She's very tiny, which is something for me to say because I'm quite short, and she moves as if on rollerblades. She just slides up like that, as if no actual walking skill. I don't know what's going on under there. She might be on casters, for all we know. But as she comes to where you are, the group where you are, for a start, you have to tussle with that whole idea of will you curtsy, won't you curtsy, will you curtsy? And I decided before, no, look, curtsying, it's no, I'm not going to bow down before royal. I'm not going to. And then immediately you do. Immediately you curtsy far too much, too low, too low. That's really revolting. And then, of me, I mean. And then the Queen says there was a group of about 4 of us around her, and she says a very small thing, you know, so, are you enjoying the evening? And everybody goes like this. I think people are just nervous or they're eager to please, don't want to be beheaded or something. I don't know what it is. So the Queen, I'm sure, must think that she's a great comedian or something. Because that's all she sees is people fawning and laughing at everything she says. I was doing it. Why was I doing it? I don't know.
Have you met the Queen?
Yes, I do.
You've met...
I was in Hong Kong. I remember, and long time ago, my English is so bad in that time. I remember when Queen, raise your hand, you raise your hand, otherwise you're standing here, blah, 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 blah. And Your Royal Highness?
Yes, Your Royal Highness, yeah.
And then I have to remember, Your Royal Highness, Your Royal Highness. Then it's, when we're playing around, oh, Queen's coming, Queen's coming. Then everybody, then, what should I say? Then I see the Queen, stop, so quick. You know, I said, oh, okay. Then when she come, You're right. Then I just, immediately bow.
Too low.
She's still standing there. The people into the Jackie Chan, oh. She keep talking to me. My head is empty. I don't know what she's talking about. You know, honestly, I said, go away. Leave me alone. Really. Of course, I'm so happy just standing here more than like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. But I just, go away, please. Don't talk to me anymore. I don't know how to answer back.
Oh. But you have to just keep thinking, like, you know, you're not as young as you were. Like, I wasn't young when I started. But what will it take to make you stop?
I don't know.
Really, the big old
The big what?
I don't know. No,
Say that.
what did he say?
He's saying it'll stop when you...
When he gets too old to do the stunts, right, or something, that won't happen for years. So just enjoy yourself.
Joan, all I can do is stand in one spot or hold on to something because I'm so uncoordinated. I can do that at any age.
Anybody can get into, and it's funny, can get into a pool and fart and make bubbles. So you are good for the rest of your life.
Thank you.
And as you get older, trust me, it'll get easier. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Because physically, you do put yourself on the firing line. It was in this movie, you had the tooth knocked out this time.
Oh, yes. I had a concussion, whiplash, stitches in my hand, dislocated shoulder. Yeah, there's been a lot of breaks and sprains and concussions. I think the most psychologically damaging was when I broke my penis a few years ago. I was trying to backflip a motorcycle, and I can't ride a motorcycle. And I came off the ramp, I let go of the bike, it goes 20 feet in the air, and comes down and breaks its handlebars off in my crotch. So, yeah, you know, straight to the hospital and surgery. But that was like over 3 years ago, and I still have to catheter twice a day. Like a 15-inch tube about the size of a number 2 pencil, twice a day.
He does.
Wait a second. A 15-inch tube? Lucky wife.
I gotta be honest. A 2-inch tube would probably get the job done.
So it still hasn't healed?
Not completely, but I have a 10-month-old son, so it still works.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
phew.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for parting my penis.
Well, listen, I'd say the mashed up penis is a very impressive injury. We've got 600 people in our audience tonight. So let's see if we can do better than that. We'll see who's hurt what. To hurt feelings right there. Have you heard anything? Have you broken anything? No. No? Never? Horse riding? Anything? No? 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 Bungee gone wrong? Nothing? Nothing? Nothing?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing? Nothing at all? Can't help you, Johnny. Oh, you broke something. Lady up here's broken something. What were you up to?
I broke my nose. I walked into a tree.
Walked into a what? Tree. She walked into a tree. I'm sensing drink was involved. Was it a drink thing?
Actually, it was my first week at high school. I was on school camp. It was an introduction to our new peers and new life at high school. I was blindfolded, and it was a trust game.
I like the people you went to school with. That's a really funny game. Trust me. Boof. Anyone else? Anyone broken anything? Oh, you? Yes, have you?
An injury. I got a rubber stuck up my nose.
I heard something else.
Yeah. That would have been a really good injury. The how that happened bit of the story would have been really good. It was his first time. Did you do it yourself, or did someone else shove it up
My
there?
brother dared me to put a pencil up my nose, and you know the yellow ones with the pink rubber?
Yes, I do, yes.
It came
Do you
off.
know them? Yes. Yes.
And he told me I couldn't take it out because it would erase my memories.
How old were you?
6.
Oh, but no permanent damage.
It depends what you call permanent damage.
Your dad, because you started so young, your dad was really kind of important in your career.
My dad, I used to drive me to the gigs because I was too young to perform in the clubs, so they'd like make, if as long as I brought along a parent, which is pretty uncool, having to bring a note in saying that you're all right to go on stage in these comedy clubs. And he used to drive me everywhere, all over Scotland.
But you've been very nice. You've rewarded them handsomely. You gave your parents a lovely trip. Was it the Orient Express you sent them on?
Aye, my dad's always had a thing for trains. He always wanted to go on the Orient Express. So for their anniversary a couple of years ago, I got them the trip. And my dad is the only guy who's ever missed the train. He got off at Innsbruck station to send me a text, and he's just to like talking to me on the phone when I've been on trains and going, Dad, I'm on the train, the signal's pretty bad. So he presumes that you cannot send a text from a train. What I mean is I'm driving through like cross country, and so he gets off before the train's due to depart, and he starts sending me this big long text, just going, son, we've been wined and dined, I'm gazing at the Tyrolean mountains, and he's done the spell check on Tyrolean. And I'm reading this text, and I'm kind of filling up, just going, oh, he's really had a good time, and it just goes, shite. And it's meant the train has just left, can you call me, son? Something, it's a wind-up, so I've ignored it, and then another text came in going, call me, son. So I phoned him, it does the international ringtone, and he's going, oh, I just got off to send that text, your mum's on there, she's got the passports to walk. So I'm in Innsbruck station, and I was going, well, you need to go to information and try and explain to somebody. And he goes, but they don't know what I'm saying. I don't speak any German or English. So they just think it's just an excited Scottish guy that's seen the Orient Express. And then eventually, he's explained what's happened, and they got in a taxi, and they contacted somebody on the train to pull in at this kind of regional stop, and my dad was a high-speed sort of chase. He managed to catch the train, and he got on, and he got a standing ovation.
Oh, very cute. Very good. You really were a blue coat, weren't you?
I was a blue coat, yeah, at the place you showed, which was next door to Heysham Nuclear Power Station. The thing is, I got sent there because I worked at a really good one in Yarmouth, Great Yarmouth, got sacked, which is another story, and then was sacked and then was sent to... We'll move on to that in a minute. But,
sent to this one?
Sent to that one as a sort of punishment. It was like a you're going to Morecambe to do 6 months.
Because you have just...
You've just done
bummed
something
the
which...
chicken.
What had you done?
Well, something that was considered cheeky in the 70s, but now is illegal.
Oh, what?
It wasn't. It was actually an incident where it was my first attempt at stand-up comedy. And what happened was I'd always wanted to do stand-up comedy. I didn't have the guts to do it. I got very drunk. I had a go at doing it as a blue coat. My mate said to me, just copy all the other comedians at Pontins and steal their jokes and basically talk to the front row. So you're supposed to say, where are you from? They say Scotland. You say, who paid for your holiday? Where are you from? Wales. You make a noise like a sheep. Rubbish jokes, right? But I said, that's terrible. He said, don't worry, you're just padding. What you're doing is you're looking for comedy gold, which is, where are you from? They say Kent, and you say, what did you call me? Right? Now, at Pontins, this used to take the roof off, right? So I tried it, but I was very drunk. So I go on stage, and I say, where are you from? This bloke says Scotland. I can't remember the joke. I say hello. Then I said to where are you from? The guy says Wales. I black out and I go, hi. I panic. And then I say, anyone in from Kent? And this bloke shouts out, me. And I said, well, you're a So